Okay, so we have, well, a lot of things that we have to put away. But first, we have weeding to do. I do not have my weight. Definitely need that. I assume it's out behind the barn because that's usually where I put it. Yep, there it is. And now I have to switch to the weeder to be able to raise it. Okay, so we have our field of carrots here that has to be de-weeded. Now I think that this is like 1 meter too wide to really just. Yeah, I might. Let's look at this. Yeah, like even this is having it do one. I think this was a 25-meter wide field, and the weeder is 12.4. So there might be that little leeway where it's actually works, but you'd have to be right on. So yeah, there we go. Of course, I know it is also a little stripy, so we might try to get over to the other side and then see if we have to. Of course, before that, let me make sure that I got all the way to the right side. Okay, so yeah, that side is all cleared. So I'm going to see if I can't. I didn't even pay attention to the number. But let's get to the point where this is on the edge. It looks about there. I do have a little bit of room to try to make sure. I think that is as close as I can comfortably get, and we'll see if the fact it's stripy means that it will be okay with just doing two passes. And yeah. Yeah. Yep, I have definitely gone a little too low on the angle there, so let's get back to on the edge and try to make sure I'm staying on the 270. Okay, now let's see. And it did. There, I was able to. I thought that there might be a lack of some in the exact middle. There we go. We were able to do it with two passes. And now that field is totally ready for harvest. This field I believe will be ready next month. and get this cleaned up and put in the barn, and then we can get to some more hay because I love hay. Okay, now I just have this meadow down here to do, which really shouldn't take long. There's not much, but I do have to be careful because, well, that is most likely destructible now. Just gonna get the few bales we can off of this. Okay, so this would be the last pass up this side. So I am going to miss a little bit there, but I am going to turn here and try to be very careful. And then I don't know if I want to, I kind of do want to do, I know I can't, I forgot about this, that I have to smooth. We're gonna do that. I will do it actually after we're done here. A good marker for where the end of it is. So if we go here. I know I can go past the tree, and I think that's just where I will have that be the end. So just a few more passes. Which will require driving over. Actually, with how wide that is, it's probably going to require driving over cut grass twice. I don't care about messing a little bit around the tree. I kind of don't want to go all the way to the field, but I forgot that that side of the field wasn't a straight line at first, so it came very close. Let's see if I can. I mean, I can get part of all of this line in one. I think it gets a little too wide. Maybe not. Maybe that was perfect. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there is that metal cut. It won't be too much hay, but I will appreciate all the hay I can get when we get to January. I'm definitely not going to need most of the hay I already have for my goats, let alone all the hay I'm making now and will make in October again. But let's get the tedder. I'm going to actually rearrange this because so that I can put things I won't need all year in different spots and things I need every couple months, like hay making stuff. So yeah, rearrange the barn after I'm done with this. Okay, and don't need this to be quite as picky on where I start and such as it. No, yep, and that's why I didn't want to get that close. But I did. So, oh well. Worse comes to worse, I just leave a little bit of hay on the field. It didn't get all of it at that point, but I didn't even notice. But it's not a big deal anyway. Let's finish this and then we can do the squarer part. Going to need to make another pass anyway, so I wasn't too worried about the fact I was overlapping by quite a bit. Okay, so this part is going to be the one I have to really pay attention. Is I don't want to get too close on when I approach it, or I'm not even on a. There we go. I also don't want to start too close because it kicks it back a little bit. So, yeah, I think that's about as close as I'm going to get. That might require 2 sideways passes at the end, but it'll be okay. Okay, and now I'm going to stop it and from this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do 2 passes. So instead of trying to maybe make it into 1, I'm going to definitely do it in 2 and not miss some there. Okay, and now I want to go across the bottom edge. And now we can go get the windrower. Okay, now we have to be very careful. We do not want any tires on the field, including the tires that are on the windrower. I think actually I was able to get all the hay I'd thrown on the field off, so that's exciting. We should be able to put most of this into this line and then do the outside, and we'll be done with this weird shaped section. I mean, it's enough grass that it's worth it, but it's just, it was more awkward than I expected. It's the first time I'm cutting it without also cutting the field. And we can do that. Now, can I get any of that, or did I even cut the grass too close? Yeah, I just didn't grab it, so there we go. Now this part should be easier because I'm not going to have to try to judge the far end. But I also want to make sure I leave enough wiggle room. I'm way off the line, but we'll be okay. Okay, and I'm going to want to do the outside part because I want to make it go away from the field. And then hopefully can all fit in this one, but with this is bad. There we go, and now we can go. Yeah, they had to have changed something on this. This is like the first part was me trying to judge from far away. Okay. Second part, I tried to get a little greedy, maybe. But I had to be like super careful to not have it be like really super careful to not have it be this. And hopefully this is still thin enough that one baler can pick it up. Look, I had to be overly careful. They're definitely not how it's worked before. Okay, so let's get the baler. Let's put on all the lights. And as expected, that few hundred liters of hay that it had, or of straw that it had, turned into hay. Okay, it is picking all of this up. So maybe it's just it changed visually, but it effectively didn't change, which is fine. It just, I was worried that I would then have to do multiple passes with the baler. Oh, and I did not reset. Barrel counter, so it's going to be 1 plus what it says. Yeah, this is one I was worried about, but the like little bit on the left here, that, well, I'm not surprised about that. I'm trying to be super careful and was not on the line for that first part. But like the little part that extends to the left, that was put there. Um, like that wasn't even the combination line on the rower. Let's put there on the first line. But yeah, I guess it's fine if it's just going to be a changed visuals, but still works the same. That will just take some getting used to on how wide the line can be and still be able to be picked up by a baler or by any pickup. Yep, running into the pole. I've done that before. That same pole. Now we can go around the outside and we will be done. I did miss a little bit with the windrower right there, but I don't even care. I also apparently missed some on the road. I think I will get that, but mostly because it's just going to require me lining up on this line better anyway. Or maybe not. Oh, I missed pretty much all of the roads, so I guess, yeah. I didn't realize I had thrown that much onto the road. So I guess it makes sense that I didn't get it with the windrower. So I might as well pick this up too. I was going to just leave it, but then I had other stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to just go on this outside edge, and we'll come back around to the where I started. Yeah. Okay, so now I just have that one edge row across. And I will go back for the couple pieces I missed there. Might even just be the one little spot. Right here. There is a couple. So we got 6 bales and a third of another one. Not bad for just the pasture here, or the meadow. and we don't really need to pick them up. So I am going to rearrange the barn, but we're done with what we need to get done within July. We have our animals should be fine. Yeah, they still have plenty of food, plenty of water. They're making some milk. So we will not need to do anything with them. And we're done with our weeding and grass work. So the rest of the month, we will be able to make some money, and we need to. So I will see you in the second for contracts.